For Lesson 3 of our equations unit, we will be solving one-step equations in real life, meaning we will be reading a word problem, writing an equation, and then solving that equation to find missing information. So in fact, equations are used for finding missing information. And we do this to solve the problem. Okay? So in our first example, you can see here that we have a graphic organizer. There's things that we know and things that we need to know. We're going to read, annotate, and then fill out this organizer. Our new step is going to be adding in a variable, and we'll see where that's going to go in a minute. Number 1, the charge for a microwave repair visit was $81.21, including tax. If the tax was $6.70, then how much was the repair visit? I circled the numbers, underlined their meanings, so the $81.21 was the repair visit with tax. The tax by itself was $6.70. And then our question, the thing we want to know, was how much was just the repair visit. So it sounds like what we have here is a total that equals the tax plus the repairs. So we know a total, we know the tax, total $81.21, and that's with the tax, that's why it's a total. The tax itself is $6.70. But what we don't know is the actual cost of the repairs. The cost of the repairs without the tax factored in. And let's just call that C. So our variable is the thing that is in our I need to know box. So we're representing the question with a variable. So we have a total, which equals to the tax plus the cost of the repairs. Let's see if we can fill in any numbers. The total with the tax is $81.21. The tax itself was $6.70, and we don't know the cost of repairs. That's why we called it C. So now this looks like an equation. So when we go to solve it, we draw our line down. We look for the variable, it's right here. It's being added to $6.70. So on both sides, we'll subtract that $6.70. By doing that, we can cross them out here. We just have C. And then on the other side, we can do $81.21 minus $6.70. If we do that, we get $74.51 equals C. So the cost of the repairs without tax is $74.51. If we were to add that $6.70 back on, we'd get back to our total that included the tax. For number 2, according to CBS, in 2010, the average cost of a Super Bowl ticket was $3,509. This is $441 less than the cost of a 2015 ticket. How much was a ticket in 2015? There are numbers in this problem that are just descriptions. They're not part of the math. Those numbers are the dates. So these are not for math, they're dates. So we have 2010 and we have 2015. We know that in 2010, the average cost was $3,509. And that is $441 less than the cost of a 2015 ticket. So we don't actually know the 2015 ticket. So 2010 is $441 less than the 2015 price. What we don't know, what we're trying to find, is how much a ticket was in 2015. So I need to know cost of 2015 ticket. We don't know it, so let's represent it with our variable. I'm going to use T for ticket. Okay? So we know that the 2010 ticket was $3,509. And we know that that is $441 less than 2015. Okay? So if we take the 2010 amount and we say is means equals, we need to show 441 less than, remember we get switched around, the 2015 cost. We called it T. So I'm going to say 2015 cost minus 441 because we want $441 less than that 2015 cost. We called the 2015 cost T, take away 441 from it, and you'll get the 2010 cost over here. So that's the structure of our equation. It came right from the sentence. The 2010 amount is, meaning equals, 441 less than, meaning subtract, but flip it around, the 2015 cost, which we called T. Okay, now we can solve it. On the side with the T, I see minus 441. So I'm going to add 441, the inverse. Do it on the other side as well. Draw your line across. Minus and plus, that makes a 0. We just have T. We can add this up. We're going to get $3,950 equals T. So cost of 2015 ticket, $3,950. For the next section of the notes, we'll only be doing problems 5, 6, 8, and 10. And for these, we don't have the graphic organizer, but we can picture or follow the steps from the graphic organizer. So number 5, a fence surrounds 2 sides of the backyard. The total length of the fence is 86 feet. I'm going to circle the 86 and underline the word total, with the longest portion measuring 51.5 feet. What is the length of the second side of the fence? We don't know that, so I'm going to use my squiggly underline. The thing we don't know immediately becomes the variable, the length of the second side of the fence. So how about L equals length of second side of fence. Now for the equation, we have to put together our annotations. I underlined total and circled 86. So the total length of the fence, the whole thing, is 86 feet. So 86 is going to equal a total. Total means add. And what are the 2 things we're going to add? Well, we have the longest portion of the fence, and we know that that's 51.5 feet. The second side of the fence, we don't know it, but we called it L. So there's our equation. If we add the 2 sides of the fence, one we know and one we don't know, we get 86, the total. So solve this. Draw your line down through your equal sign. Look for the variable. It's being added to a 51.5, so I'm going to subtract on both sides 51.5. And when we do that, on this side, they're going to cross out because they make a 0. On the other side, minus 51.5. Make sure if you're doing that on paper that you line them up. If you do that out, you're going to get 34.5 equals, and then all that's left there is L. So the length of the second side, 34.5 feet. For number 6, In 1990, the average school lunch cost was $1.50, and it costs $2.85 more today. How much does the average school lunch cost today? So you see right there is my question, and I'm going to change that to my variable right away. The average school lunch cost today. So let's use T for today's lunch cost. Okay? And what we know was the old cost, and we know the difference between the old cost and the new cost. So we have old cost and the difference, which is $2.85. If we start with our variable T, that's $2.85 more than what it used to be, meaning the difference between today's cost and the old cost in 1990 was $2.85. I used subtraction. So it's saying that it costs more, indicating a difference, which is a subtraction problem. So on both sides, we're going to add the 285 to get the T by itself. On the side with the variable, we made a 0 on purpose. All that's left there is T. Add these two costs and you get $4.35. So the cost today is $4.35. For number 8, your little sister is too small to stand on the scale. You decide to get on the scale with her and find your combined weight to be 112 pounds. You know that you weigh 94 pounds. How much does your little sister weigh? So right away, I circled some numbers and underlined some keywords, but let's define our variable before we do anything else. We don't know our little sister's weight. So let's say S equals sister's weight. What we do know is that we have a combined weight. So your weight and your sister's weight added equals 112. So 112 equals your weight, which is 94, added to your sister's weight, which we don't know, but we called it S. So that's how we would set up our equation. Draw your line down. Subtract on both sides the 94. That makes a 0, exactly how we wanted it. And we just have S left over on that side. And then 112 minus 94 is 18. So she weighs 18 pounds. Last one. The high school dance team has 88 members, and 17 of them hold a position on student council as well. How many members are on the dance team but not on the student council? Okay, so start with your variable. What we want to know is the members that are on the dance team but not on the student council. So our variable is going to represent that. M for members equals members on dance team but not student council. So we know we have total 88 students on the dance team. 17 of them are also on student council. The rest, M, are not on student council. I'm using SC. So the entire dance team, 88 people, is equal to the 17 that are on student council plus the M, the number of members who are not on the student council. But all 88 of those people are on the dance team. Draw your line down. Subtract your 17 on both sides so that you can isolate, get the M by itself. 17 minus 17 makes a 0, exactly what we wanted. M is going to be equal to 71. So there's 71 members who are on the dance team but do not do student council.